Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your dungeon master for tonight's episode of Curse of Strahd. This is episode 8 of season 2. Welcome, YouTube chat. Welcome to the players. We got Tim, Michelle, Andrew, and Stefano here. We are so excited for this episode because we left on yet another cliffhanger. I feel like every episode lately has been like one big cliffhanger after another. Don't you agree?
Great. What's a
100%.
cliffhanger?
So much so I keep forgetting. I forget to turn my lights off. Hold on one second. Hold on. There we go. Look at that. Oh, look at the pink. Beautiful. Look at that. Pinkalicious, some might say, even. Right, Michelle?
Oh, yes. Perhaps even rubylicious or a
Yeah.
little purplelicious.
That's right. Michelle just learned today, and maybe actually, I don't even know if any of you were on the call. Tim was. Pinkalicious is, my daughter loves Pinkalicious. She had it as her birthday theme this year. It's a children's show. Check it out. Apparently, there's lots of spin-offs. Rubylicious, Goldalicious.
Is this a children's show?
Yeah,
It sounds
yeah.
indecent.
Mhm. Yeah. No, it's legit. Yeah. Did
Oh
you just
my,
Google it?
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew made it sound adult. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Nice. No,
A little
Pinkalicious
less
is legit.
wholesome.
Yeah. No, Pinkalicious is legit. We couldn't do Bluey again this year because that was last year's theme. So, that's what it is.
Bluey
But
never goes out of style. Come on.
I know.
I wonder
Told you.
what color theme it'll be next year.
I love Bluey. Look, I'm
Yeah,
drinking
right?
Foster's as well, which is also Australian.
Oh my God, look at this. See, we didn't even need a intro icebreaker question. Just talking about our favorite Australian cartoons. This is what we're gonna talk about, right?
Bluey.
Bluey. Did you know it's the most streamed I think show like in the world? Like it's the most streamed.
Tabletop Bob?
It's Bluey and then Tabletop Bob.
Okay.
It's right there. Neck and neck.
Bluey's amazing.
Yeah. Do your
I
kids
found
watch
out
Andrew?
that both of them were girls. No, I didn't know. And then I
Yeah.
went to see it live in DC, and I suddenly realized, and I was like, I don't have representation.
Well, except for the dad. The dad's awesome.
Oh yeah, but
In fact, Dad is kind of like the dad in the show is kind of like who I aspire to be. I wish I could be Bandit healer for life.
like
Tim,
Daddy Pig personally.
oh, you're a Peppa. I heard Peppa Pig's having the mom's having a baby. Did you hear about this?
No way,
Yeah, in the
Daddy
newer
Pig.
Daddy Pig.
Sly
Oh,
old
boy.
dog.
Andrew is in some mood tonight, huh? Look at this.
Can't wait to see how it translates to Rufus.
So this is a big can of Foster's.
Andrew's letting loose tonight. Tim, I see you got some pink in the back too.
Yeah, I heard you doing it. I had to get it going here before we go into grayscale. Oh, I gotta go that way. There we go. Now you can see it down there in the corner.
I see it. It looks nice. I like it. Stefano, really lacking though. I mean, really, there's no pizzazz with you tonight.
Sorry, I'm talking to chat.
Oh, are you? That's okay.
Yeah.
Apology accepted. That's okay. Look at this. All right. Everybody, we are going to jump right into the game here. We started a little later tonight. We started this at 9 o'clock Eastern. And we actually are pretty early, I would say, for our normal time, right? Like if it was 8:30, we'd be on way later. But we started late. We still try to get things done around 11 Eastern. So we're going to get started right away and jump into the game. Quick recap, and then we'll go into grayscale. Last week we played, and it was a comedy of errors, right? Stefano, we were talking about this at work. It was like everything that could go wrong kind of went wrong when you got to Rictavio's tower, correct?
Yeah. Rictavio, Van Richten, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. But you got there, and of course, there is a cart that was outside a wagon, and it looked very similar to Rictavio's, but Rictavio's wagon had a tiger in it, and it was honestly, you broke into it. It wasn't really that hard to get into. This wagon though blew up when you tried to do it. Alchemist Fire crate blew up. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Canas and Rufus both were injured in the fire.
Dione.
Oh, it was Dione, right?
Yeah, I was right at the door.
Yeah, it was bad. It was not good. And once that happened, you ended up trying to get into the actual tower, and you realize that when you go up to the tower and touch it, lightning arcs from it, which also hit people. Rufus fell from one of the scaffolds on the side. You realize that there's a force keeping you out, and the door is the only way in. There's also an anti-magic field just surrounding this whole thing and within. So spells are not working, and we learned very easily that you should not just attempt to cast a spell at it. And therefore, Yune is not even attempting to go into the tower. You did manage to get in. Dione did the Macarena, got everybody in with the special dance moves, and finally,
That's
once you
right.
opened the door, you went in. So I think that's where we left off. Of course, the last thing. You found some weird items in there, like an elevator with clay golems that bring you up and down, a suit of armor, and a head preserved in a box. Now, who's doing what here? We don't know. I mean, Rictavio told you to come here, but he also told you that he'd be here. He is not here. And then at the very end of the episode, werewolves came to the end of the causeway. Again, this is on like an island, kind of with a small little piece of land stretching across to it. So right now, your means of escape have been cut off. Yevgeny is about to close the door to the tower, and then we're gonna jump into initiative here. You ready? Play.
Yeah.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
yes.
Let's do it. Let's get some music, and then we'll go into grayscale. Here we
From
go.
Pinkalicious Pals to get Grayscale Gang.
If only. Pinkalicious would have made quick work of these werewolves. Power of imagination.
They should
All right.
sponsor us.
Everyone knows I hate color, so I'm so excited. For this.
Explains the outfit, the all black and the gray hat.
I'm just trying to make
Alright.
it easier on myself.
And there we are.
I look
No more
exactly the
pink.
same. It's great.
No more pink.
Damn, I'll kill a pink.
So what are
over
our
here, too.
initiative rolls here?
1,000. I got a 14.
Canas at 14. Dione?
8.
Rufus?
I just rolled it again. I got a 4.
A 4. And Tim, what's Laurent get?
A brisk 5.
Okay, great. And for our friends, we got a lot of NPCs with us right now. We're going to roll for Irina, Yevgeny, and Camilla in that order.
Why do we need initiative? Like, we're in the tower. We're safe.
Yep.
They're
so
gonna
far.
find some way in. I know these wolves. They've got my hair, you know.
Oh, right. They have your hair. Forgot about that.
Don't know if it's the same wolves, but someone somewhere has my hair, and I don't love it.
Delightful.
Okay. It looks like Canas is going to be going first, then Camilla, then Yevgeny, then Dione, then Laurent, then Rufus, then Irina to round out the group. And I'm going to roll for our enemies now, and we'll get started. All right, Canas, you're up first.
Okay. I'm at the top of the tower right now.
Yeah, and I'm going to switch us over to our...
Switch to the tower? Okay.
I am going to switch over to our tower view, but just real quick as an aside here, the entire causeway is not like depicted on the map. Kind of wish that the map included that, but the causeway is rather long. I think I described it in the original description here, but I'm going to look at it again just to make sure I'm right. The causeway. It says hundreds of yards. So we'll probably just say, I don't know, 300 feet. So it's a long causeway, 300 feet. And that probably starts just towards the south of this map here, kind of like towards the corner. We'll say that way is the direction of the causeway. It looks like the path is leading that way as well. And I'm going to go down to the bottom here. I'm actually going to place everyone on the bottom map, I think, just so you can see the tokens and just get a better sense of where things are. But you can certainly be on any level of the tower that you would like. All right, but I'm just going to put you down here so we can see. I guess I'll put you all inside, but for right now, there. All right,
Okay.
and the door I'm going to leave open just so we can see out it, but it could be closed if that's the case. All right,
But we
so
shut it right, and Yevgeny came in.
Yeah, the last thing we did was Yevgeny was coming in and closing the door, so I'll put him right
Came
at
in
the door.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, we'll say this though: before Canas gets to go, Yevgeny does close it, and that'll be the thing that it starts the initiative. If you want to cast, do things to prepare, the werewolves are coming down the causeway. So when Yevgeny closed the door, and I think this happened before as well with the crates. I think somebody wanted to position a crate, like blocking the door from being opened. Yevgeny does push that back and realizes that now that he's gone out and back in, that the door actually seems like it won't shut. Like it can swing open very easily. And he says, I think we have a problem. And he starts to try to close it. The door does not close, and he pushes the crate up against it as much as it can to like brace it from opening. It opens inward. So that's what he does. He pushes the crate and tries to do his best to do that. And he'll call for more crates to the people that are still down below. I think it's just just Irina, Camilla, and Evgeny, I think, right? Yeah, I think all of you are up top. So
Did you just say the door doesn't close?
it closes, but it doesn't like have anything mechanism that would keep it closed. In fact, you noticed it didn't even have handles. So unlocking the door with your Macarena moves seemed to open it, at least for an extended period of time.
Ah, perfect.
So Canas, it'll be your turn, and Yevgeny will yell that up. We've got the problem.
Can I shout something down?
You can.
Do the dance moves in front of the door. Maybe that will shut it.
I am
The
not going
backwards,
out there,
perhaps.
friend. He says, I'm not going
No.
out there.
The door opens inward. Surely you can see the front door from where you are.
It's possible. So he'll have to wait till his turn. He goes third.
Okay.
Canas, it is your turn though.
Okay. Can you tell me if this works? I'm posting it to Roll20.
Healing light.
Yeah.
Let's see. So as a bonus action, you can heal one creature you can see within 60 feet, spending dice from the pool. The maximum number of dice you can spend at once equals your charisma modifier, minimum of 1 die. Roll your dice spent and add them together and restore number of hit points equal to the point total. Pool regains an expended dice when you finish a long rest. You're just talking about because of the anti-magic field, correct?
Yes.
It's a good question. I did look at the spell as well. So I've everything that's online is all like a lot of it is sort of like opinion, but it basically says if it is a magical thing, it would not work. Like for instance, like a spell effect or something like that. Even if it's not a spell, let me just see if there's anything that could work here. What is this? An ability?
Yes. It's a celestial patron ability.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Anti-magic field. What does that say?
Sorry to slow down the game, everyone,
No, it's okay.
but I do have an icebreaker. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, it's just tricky because, like, there's so many things in the game that are, like, spell-like, magical-ish, but they don't actually, count as a spell or something like that. So I want to get it right. So it says the area. So basically, it says spells and other magical effects, such as magic missile, charm person, that target a creature or an object in the sphere have no effect. Areas of magic, the area of another spell or magical effects like fireball can't extend into the sphere, like wall of fire as well as an example listed here. Spells, naturally. Magic items are suppressed. Magical travel, teleportation from and into, creatures and objects, summoned, and dispel has no thing on it. So I actually think it would work because just reading all the categories, I don't think that qualifies as any of these things. Now I know, I think maybe I don't know what the intention is of the game, but I mean those are the things. Targeted effects, areas of magic, spells, magic items, magic travel, creatures and objects that are summoned, and dispel magic. It doesn't follow any of those, so I would say it works.
Great. Dione,
Mm-hmm.
what what do your hit points look like?
How
Yeah,
injured
I'm at-
are you?
Wait, are you asking me in character?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I feel like Dione would not know the quantitative value of her current health status. But wait, I
If
have
you were to
9
put a
HP.
number on it, Michelle, like 1 out of 35, something like that.
Some arbitrary value.
Okay, so
Like 9.
I'm going to expend 4 of these on Dione
Bless.
because I feel that Dione will be a little more useful in this battle than I will.
Okay. All right. Great. Excellent.
All right, so Dione gets 17 hit points.
Oh,
Damn.
ah. All right. Oh, Dione like stretches. Oh, I feel great all of a sudden. Thank you, my friend.
All right.
You got,
Stefano,
got
you
it.
want to do anything else?
Yeah, is there a window up there?
There are windows on every floor except the first one.
All right, I'm on the top floor.
Yep.
I'd like to open the window. Is the window open?
You can open a window. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great.
These-
I'm going to stick my hand out the window, lean as far as I can, and attempt to blast one
You
of these
cannot.
werewolves.
You try and you cannot. It's 5 feet from the thing, and I don't think you can extend yourself 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, without somebody or something protruding out, you wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to.
So, I'm gonna spend my turn. Ugh, jeez. I'm gonna kind of look around the whole area and check all of the windows and everything, see if there are ledges out there or anything like that that can get me maybe a better vantage point to be able to use my magic.
There were scaffolding on the second floor and the third floor as well.
Yeah, didn't something crazy happen with the scaffolding?
Yeah, Rufus fell. Uh-huh.
It's not very stable.
Mm-hmm.
Canas, is there anything you'd like me to do?
Well, can I speak to Yune?
Of course you can, Canas. I'm
Oh,
talking
thank
to you
God.
right now.
Yune. Yune's invisible right now, by the way.
Yune's invisible, but Yune can also, you could just speak. Like, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be magical communication.
Yes, I just want to make sure that you know that Yune is invisible.
Yeah, Yune's invisible.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yune, I want you to fly in front of the door, and I want you to follow the pictures with your arms and legs, and match your body with the pictures in that order, as Dione did earlier, and see if you can shut the door. But do not
The same way Dione did?
the same way Dione did. Follow the pictures and make sure that you are at least 5 feet away from the door. And if the werewolves get close and you're not finished, get out of there.
Okay. Yune will zip down to the door and begin to do the dance moves. Now, Yune is invisible, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Yune, you don't see this. You can look out the window, but again, you don't really see it. Maybe you see like a gust of wind flutter from her wings, but other than that, the roar of the fire, the sound of the fire really kind of drowns out any of your other senses. And so you hear Yune call out, "I've done it!" And that's
already?
about it. Yeah, that's about it. Now, you aren't down there, so you don't know if there's any sort of effect, but she has completed the ritual as Dione did.
Fair. In the meantime, though, I'm shouting down there and I'm saying, Yune is going to attempt to lock the door from the front. You should do the same from the other side.
To Yevgeny?
to Yevgeny and Rufus.
Okay. I think the only people down in the bottom, though, are Camilla, Irina, and Yevgeny.
Oh, I thought Rufus was there.
Were you down at the bottom, Rufus?
No, I was at the top. He just moved the
you're all at
tokens
the top.
down.
Shouting down.
Got it.
And just to be clear, then we'll just
yes,
put everybody.
to all the NPCs that are down there.
I'll put everybody to the side just so we know that you're actually up top.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great.
All right, so that's the end of your turn. We go to Camilla, Yevgeny. Camilla will be like, I'll do it. And she's like, wait, there's no symbol on the side. I don't remember the order. You can hear that echoing from downstairs. She attempts to do it from memory. Let's see if she can remember it. We'll do an insight check. It's like the TikTok dance moves that all the kids do. So Camilla, she knows. She's 16. She knows how to do it. So she's doing, the TikTok, whatever. And she's like, I think I got it. And like, but I don't know if it works. Yevgeny will go next, and he'll be like, let me see. And he just jostles the door a little bit. Still open.
Do
then
the
we'll jump
dance
down.
backwards, Evgeny.
Yevgeny's like, I'm not a dancer. You, girl, do it. And Dione, it'd be your turn.
Oh. Okay. I guess I will go down. Wait, there's scaffolding on the outside of the structure, right?
There is, yeah.
Maybe. I know Canas can do magic from a distance. Can I, from where we are, grab Canas and put him on, throw him out the window onto the scaffolding so that he is at least 5 feet away from the tower? Is the scaffolding wide enough to accommodate that?
There is scaffolding, and it is 5 feet, up against the wall. So if you were on the scaffold, I would imagine that you could reach, because you can attack to the next square. You could reach out to the next square with your hand at the very least, if that would be the case. But you're not quite sure exactly how the anti-magic field works. It seems like within range of the 5 feet of the tower, it does not work.
Okay. What do you think? You know what? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Well, I was hesitant to go on the scaffolding because Rufus fell because it was pretty shoddily made.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
fair.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think.
Yeah. This is hard. You know what? Maybe I'll just go downstairs. I feel reinvigorated thanks to the healing light that was generously bestowed onto me. So would I be able to get all the way down the elevator within one turn, or I'll hop on and get as far as I can within my 6 seconds?
If you would like to jump out the window and go to the scaffolding, you certainly can. I'd make an athletics check and see if you can get down safely.
Okay, but then I would be on the outside of the tower, yes?
Yeah, but still up 60 feet.
And then there's another window I can get back into downstairs. Okay, yes.
There is,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, sure. Then I'll climb out onto the scaffolding and just scuttle down as far as I can. With an athletics check.
Yeah, go for it.
Please, boulder bod. All right. Okay, well, I got a 26.
That's very, very good, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, that'll work. So you scuttle out the window, and carefully find the little footholes and nooks that you can get your hands into. Luckily, everything on your body's relatively small in proportion, so even little cracks you can get your little hands in there and feet. And you climb down to the scaffolding. You gently rest your body on it. Now, I know Dione is boulder-ish, but I assume that a normal-sized human would weigh more than you.
I assume so. Yeah, I'm still the height of a halfling.
Do you have a weight? Did you record that on your character?
Not that I recall.
Okay. Well, then, No, it's okay. We could just say that you're even on the high end for Dwergar, right?
Sure. Yes.
Okay,
I'd be a chunky dwergar or small
A,
dwarf.
a chunky Dwergar apparently is 175 pounds.
Oh my goodness!
So-
Wow. Okay, Dione is thicker than I thought.
You're a 175, $1.75 for Dione, huh?
Not bad.
Okay.
I'll take
So
it.
then, yeah,
I'm dense.
let's put it this way. It's creaking. That thing is creaking. You get the sense that there's not any other creature that could stand on there with you and have that thing be okay. So
Do I manage to get back inside the downstairs window within this turn, or am I like outside until the next turn?
yeah, for this turn you'd be outside. Did you want to
Okay.
do something else though?
No,
you could
I'm just
dash.
trying to. I guess like I'll shout to the others inside, like the NPCs inside. I'll shout just like, if the door cannot close, just stack up the boxes, stack up the
Mhm.
crates. I'm coming. I'm on the way.
Okay,
And
great.
I'll just like tell them to stack crates in front of the door for now.
Okay. This is the 3rd floor. I'm just bringing the thing here so you could see it. So it's got that
Mhm.
big opening where the scaffolding is. So you could easily get in here if you wanted to dash. You could be inside.
All right, cool. And I'll just like step inside, but like right next to the window. For
Okay,
now.
so like down this way. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, great.
sounds good.
Let's go to it would be the wolves at this point. So the wolves will begin to move, and of course they're just going to be dashing down the causeway. They've still have a few more turns, but what I will do is just put the wolves here. I'm going to put them into the onto the map because there's a bunch of them. Like I said, there are 6 wolves that are in wolf form, and you can see one wolf in it's a little bigger, and this one will be a little further behind, but he'll morph into human form, or human form, yeah. And let's get put it on the token layer. There we go. So they're still down the causeway. They still got at least 3 more turns before they can actually get to you, I think. 60, they move 40 actually in wolf form, so 80 3 times is 240. So really, yeah, it'll be like 3 more turns before they get to you. Now, I know we have the initiative here and we've gone through the order here, but is there anything you just want to do before they get there, like in the 4 rounds? We can probably just talk about it and then keep this order for when they arrive. Is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna attempt to get outside and cast a spell.
Okay, so then let's do this, and we'll go down. Laurent, we'll do at least this order for everybody's first move, and then if there's anything you want to do that's just easy enough to do within 3 more rounds, we'll do it. Laurent, Rufus.
Does the one that transformed to his human self, does he look at anyone from the distance, or is he familiar at all, or is he just a human we have not seen? As far as I can tell.
Yeah, so actually, you have seen him before. I would say when he morphs into human form, I think Laurent, was it Rufus and Laurent that went to the lake that day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see this man, he feigned to be like another traveler or fisherman, and then didn't let you leave, and then killed Bluto from on the shore of the lake outside of Valaki.
So not the one who took my hair. That's great news. I feel much better already, honestly. I would
Oh.
like to go down to the bottom floor of the tower for my turn.
You mean the mountain folk from last episode that took your hair?
Yeah, no, he's not them. I was worried it was them, and I
No.
honestly am glad it's anyone that's not them.
All right, so what are you doing?
I'd just like to go down to the bottom floor of the tower, please.
Okay, the elevator will start going down at your command. Rufus, if you'd like to join him, you can.
No, I want to stay on the top floor and desperately look around for anything that might help shut the door from up here.
Gotcha.
feel that-
Okay,
It would be sensible to have an open-shut mechanism here.
sure. Give me a perception check.
Yep. $24.
A 24. While you
So
notice
that's
there are a
20.
lot of items, like I said, the animated armor, the head in the box. There's also the golems. There's plenty of things in this room that look interesting, but none of them look like they're some sort of like a device or a lever or something that would obviously activate the door. So
And then
nothing in here.
I'll also want to try and read read the piece of paper again that was heavily damaged.
Yeah, the burnt piece of paper. It looks mostly damaged
Yeah.
and yep, and has the word it was Kazan on it. Khazan.
I want to shout that word really loudly. Kazan.
You shout Kazan. And what happens is you can feel the tower start to like activate. And not only do you get the sense that perhaps it's possible that the door would lock from this, but actually what ends up happening is the suit of armor, comes to life. It stands at attention by your side.
Excellent. I say, shut door.
And the thing like nods in affirmation. It doesn't do anything, but it stands there.
I lift my hand up like this. Not like that, like, I don't know. Like in a
Describe it,
way.
because I'm not looking at you right now.
I just lift my hand above my head like I'm asking a question.
Like you want to ask questions, you raise it like a student?
Yeah.
The armor does not like speak or anything like that. It doesn't have some sort of voice emanating from it, but it does look like it's waiting on you.
Okay. And is the door shut in? I'll call down. Is the door shut in, Camilla?
Camilla says, "Hey, I think it worked. I think my dance moves worked."
Shut the door, I'll call down.
"It's shut," she says. "It's been shut. My dance moves
Excellent.
stopped it."
Excellent. I'll just look smugly around at Irina and whoever else is there. I think it's just
Mhm.
Irina at this point.
Yeah, it's just Irina left, and she gives you like a knowing look, like "good job," and then she starts to head down the elevator with Laurent.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Where are you going?
Down to the
Dangerous
bottom.
pass. Let us observe from up here.
You keep the eye in the sky, and I'll go down. I want to make sure Camilla's okay.
Okay, I will. And I'll start looking out the window. I want to see if there's a window out the lake as well. Can I see that?
Yeah, you can see the lake. Yeah, the lake's on all sides.
Do I notice any boats or anything that one could get in?
No, there is no boats.
Okay.
No
All right,
boats.
well, that's what I'll do then.
Okay, great.
Save
Nice.
the
That was
day.
productive turn. Yeah. All right. So at the end of this round,
Dione is outside, right? Which could be a problem.
say it again.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, I'm inside now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dione did go inside actually, which is funny because you would not have been able to most likely. So yeah, that was actually good that you came in. If you're on the scaffolding, it would have been interesting. Okay, so at this point, the wolves are starting to move again, and everybody has 3 rounds. If there's anything you want to do, do it. When the wolves arrive, we'll go in turn order.
So I was not able to go outside and cast a spell.
No, I mean, you don't know. You haven't tried to go outside yet. If you'd like to, you could try.
Well, I just don't know. You said, what would you like to do in 3 turns? And I said, I want to go outside and cast a spell. And now Andrew just did all that stuff.
Would you
So,
still like
like-
to try to get out, though, is what I'm saying.
Well, I guess the question is, what was the order of all that? Did I try
Andrew-
to get outside and cast a spell? And then
No,
Andrew
no,
did that?
no. No, Andrew went first because we did 1 turn in order.
I see.
That was my
And
turn.
then he's the last in the order. It's Irina, but she's going down the elevator. So right now, Laurent and Irina are heading down the elevator. Dione's on floor 3, which actually, Dione, the elevator is going down. You probably see the 2 of them coming down at this point. And then Rufus is on top, and all the NPCs are on the bottom.
Well, I'm assuming if the door has been locked, that the defense mechanisms are all there in place again.
Would seem like that, yeah. Do you have a command for Yune?
Well, to get out of there, get out, fly upwards again. Stay out of sight of the werewolves.
Yeah, Yune will fly up, staying 5 feet away from the tower entirely, but fly up, double move up. And then, yeah. Is there anything you want to do before the werewolves get there?
I'll use the rest of the healing light to heal myself, just
Go
because
for it.
I'm pretty low as well.
Okay. And then we'll jump
And
to...
that's just a bonus action. But
Okay.
There's not much I can do.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do to prepare before the wolves get within earshot here?
and I'll pull out a short sword.
Okay. What about Laurent and Dione when you get down to the bottom? Laurent and Irina. And Dione, if you want to jump on, you can, but they're going down.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like hop on the elevator as it passes by.
Okay, great.
If the bottom floor is as crowded as it looks with kind of boxes and stuff, would like to start to create a kind of loose barricade, even with the door locked. I don't totally trust that they can't get inside.
Sure. All right. So you load up the bottom floor with boxes and crates. You spend 3 turns doing that. And eventually the wolves get within, 60 feet or so, 80 feet of the tower, and they slow down. And the werewolf that's in wolf form is kind of lagging behind because he's a little slower. He doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry, though. But he calls up to Rufus at the window. And he says, you there, in the tower. You look pretty safe.
I
Pretty
remember
fortified.
You, friend.
Oh, you
wait.
there. I thought I smelled something familiar.
The lake. The Lackey Lake.
That's
Remember?
right. That's right. That meal lasted a long time, many nights. He
Well,
was a big man.
he was a bad man.
He was a
But-
tasty man. He laughs. Ha ha.
Have you come here to visit Rictavio?
I don't know who Rictavio is, but I've come here because you made quite a spectacle. And he looks over at the wagon, still, I guess the fire might be dying down at this point, but it's still on, in flames. And he says, we heard the loud noise. Wanted to see what was up. Looks like you and your friends have, made a mess. And you can see all the wolves here. They're like licking their chops. He says, how
Why
many
not
of you
come
are
and-
in there? How many of you in there?
Why not come and try the door and see?
Oh, no. No, 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 no. I've been to this tower before. Not a safe place for us. You can all hear this, by the way, first floor people. You can hear it through, like, the door or through the windows on the second floor. You know, it's a little muffled, but
Yeah.
penetrates through. He says, why don't you come down here? We can talk about this. This ain't your tower.
I don't think we will.
Well, you can't stay in there forever, can you?
We have food, water, many supplies.
Hmm. You know, my whole pack is not too far from here. We could make sure that you never get a chance to leave.
I don't think that would be very enjoyable, you coming out here for 3 months. For a couple of lonely travelers.
You're telling me in that tiny tower, you got 3 months worth of food?
Yes.
Hmm. I counted at least 4 of you.
Well, 4 is not many.
He sniffs
When
the
you
air.
have crates of food.
He sniffs the air. He's like, interesting. Lots of smells, he says. I'm going to roll for him. Yeah, he's like, oh. You have someone very interesting inside with you.
That would
Oh,
be
yeah.
me.
Oh, no. Oh,
I
he's
am
like, you've
Rufus
got
of
someone.
the Gwaindire.
No, no, no. He says, you got somebody that we want. And down below now, everybody, I'm sure, Irina, Camilla, all the NPCs, they look towards you, Dione, of course. How does Dione react?
Well, Dione like signals to them to stay silent. And then Dione's gonna like smush her nose up against the inside of the door and try to get a really good sniff. Maybe like against the crack at the bottom of the door if there's a crack, and she's just gonna like get her face all up in there and try to see if she like recognizes the scents of any of the people talking, like maybe she's encountered them. In her,
Go for it.
yeah. Which this would be perception.
Yeah, with advantage because it's
Yes.
smell.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, why did it only do it once? Oh, wait.
Well,
no, I think
that's
that was
plenty.
already
The
there.
23.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
yeah, your keen senses have alerted you to something. You smell a familiar smell. If you can remember it, way back to episode 1, you were searching for a werewolf. That's what kind of brought you into the mist, and you were on the scent. This is the werewolf you were searching for originally. That started the campaign, kicked the campaign off.
Oh my gosh, right. It was a job assigned to me by someone. How much do I recall about
Yeah,
the assignment?
you
Like, do I
probably
have
recall
details?
you were hired by a couple to help hunt down the werewolves that were here. They were looking to get a pay. There were farmers and other people in the area who were claiming that their livestock were being killed and taken, and so the people hired others to find like a wolf, but they believed it was more supernatural in its nature, so they hired you and wanted to split the payments, and you caught wind of a werewolf. This is the werewolf.
Okay. All right. So no specifics, just like werewolves in general they were after.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess like I'll whisper to the others in very, very hushed tones, like, this is an old werewolf. He has been here a long time. Perhaps very, very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be careful.
And the werewolf finishes his comment from before. He says, "You've got that damned fool Yevgeny with you, huh?" And Yevgeny, like, gulps. He's like, yeah. Zoldar and I would hunt werewolf. They are not our friends." And the werewolf says to Rufus, "How about this? You kick out that scum Yevgeny, and we'll leave you alone. We'll head back to our pack, and you'll never see us again."
No.
You don't happen to have
because
Zoldar with you, do you?
Zoldar died.
All the wolves, when they hear this, they start to howl into the air. And Dione, your hair stands up on the back of your neck. Everybody here kind of, Camilla kind of covers her ears and has an adverse reaction to this loud. And the main werewolf, the man, he's got this like dark features, big beard. He stands probably at least 6.5 feet tall. He bellows, and he's like, "Oh, no way. The mighty Zoldar. You hear that, Yevgeny? Your partner met his end. How did it happen? Tell me, was it a wolf?"
It was a heroic end. He
Ah,
died in the Amber Temple in the mountains.
the Amber Temple. He looks confused. He's like, "Well, doesn't matter. He's dead. Yevgeny's next. Kick him out. We'll be on our way. One life. It's all you need to sacrifice."
I think not. I think we'll have some dinner.
I'm looking
can
forward
wait
to
out
the
there.
dinner.
And I'm not going to communicate with him anymore.
You close the window, the shutter?
Yeah.
Okay. You can look at them, and they start to like go to like the middle of the causeway. They seem to be talking, communicating. And the big one is gonna, after a few minutes, is just gonna leave, but the other 6 are gonna stay there at the end of the causeway.
Am I able to hear anything that they said during their little huddle? Or are
No, they
too far
moved.
away?
Like I said, they moved far away. They moved like 150 feet away. They weren't making this known. So, but you smelled them, and I think you're right. You were looking for a very powerful werewolf. So, this guy is probably that powerful werewolf. So, all right. So at this point, tell me what you'd like to do. You can all come together at the top or the bottom, wherever you'd like to be. It seems like the door is locked and, tightly shut. Yune is flying in the sky. She's high above, soaring around, kind of keeping an eye out. But that's about it. So we can go into more of a conversation here if you want.
Do you want to come up here?
Yeah, I'll bring everyone up on the bottom floor up.
Okay. It is it's basically approaching like I think closer to midnight now at this point, I would say, because you came here just at sundown. You've been exploring, and actually no, I shouldn't say closer to midnight. It's sundown. There's no more light. It's dark. You can light some lamps that you can find in the room here, but everybody can gather in the top then. All right. You can discuss.
Do you think that werewolf will bring back his entire pack?
Well, possibly. We can try and break out now, or we can rest here.
We only came here to meet with Rictavio. I think it makes at least sense to wait one day for him to see if he shows up.
There's six werewolves. Do you think we could take 6 werewolves?
I had a plan to summon a creature outside of the tower, but it seems that the door was locked before I was able to do so.
This armor responds to my command.
Well, we should. Yes, I did see that. We should certainly use that as our first line of defense.
Does it have any weapons, this armor? I see it has a sword.
Yeah, so the animated armor has... Let's see.
Nothing.
Just its bare fist. It's gonna go out there and punch some wolves.
Actually, yeah.
But no way.
It does. Yeah, just its fist. It's got a slam attack. That's it.
Old bare knuckle boxing of werewolves. Classic.
Is there a water source? I want to look around for a water. Do we have any? What water do we have? Is there any? I know there's food in the crates. Is there any water?
The lake.
It's not much good to us.
There is water. Yes, there's water and probably enough food. Let's just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Let's see. Yeah, I would say there's enough food for a person to eat for probably a week. Here.
Okay. Well, I really don't feel that we're going to have to spend a week here.
I sure hope
Also,
not.
we're not one person.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that one person a week, or is that like the 7 people we have in a week?
And if for whatever reason these werewolves have literally nothing better to do than to stalk us for days upon days, it is my suggestion that we finagle or potentially build some sort of platform that I can use to step outside of this anti-magic field and just blast them from afar until they leave.
Yevgeny says, "It is my fault. They want me."
What do they want you for?
Zoldar and I have made a name of ourselves killing these beasts.
So you see those 6 out there? You see them?
Yes, I see them.
How easy would they be to kill? Could we take them? The 7 of us?
He like kind of measures the idea in his head, and he's like, "It's not good odds. If Zoldar was here with me, maybe we have a chance."
What's your technique for killing these beasts?
He takes out a little almost like a compartment. He's got a little box. He opens it up, unlatches it, opens the box, and inside are 20 silver-tipped crossbow bolts. He says, "These do the trick."
Well, perfect. Just open the window and start shooting.
Yes, but they are far away. It's like going to be trying to find a needle in the haystack.
How far
It will
away
be
are they?
impossible. They're about
How
300
far away?
feet away.
They're 300 feet away? Well,
Yeah.
Well, now that we seem to have the ability to unlock and relock the door, I could get outside and summon my creature before they're able to come back.
What creature can you summon? Irina asks.
I have a spell to create a shadow spawn.
This sounds
And-
like rather dark magic, Canas.
Perhaps. But it is very powerful, and it has the ability to do many things, including frighten these creatures and have them just run. So we could immediately just half of them could just be gone.
I'd be scared of a shadow creature. Camilla.
Oh, I
chimes
know
in.
you. I know you would be, and I would not suggest being within 30 feet of it.
Wait, are you telling me that that thing could hurt us?
It can't hurt us, but it could frighten you.
Oh. But that means you don't control it?
I do.
Oh.
However, while I can control it, I mean, I would suggest that you all cover your ears. Perhaps this would help, but it has the ability to let out a dreadful scream, and you don't want to be anywhere near it when that happens.
Camilla nods in agreement. Yevgeny's going to start the fire in here because it's getting cold at night. Nighttime is here. So he starts to light this fire and get that going. What do the rest of you do? And how do you respond to Canas's idea?
I'm just gonna lie down and take a short rest.
Okay, we can take a short rest while we discuss it. Yeah, so everybody do your short rest mechanics. Roll your hit dice back. If you get anything back on a short rest, like Canas, spells and stuff like that, just let me know what you do. While they're taking the short rest, I guess I kind of jumped right into the game today. We didn't do a icebreaker or any announcements, stuff like that. But real quick, tomorrow is the Vecna Eve of Ruin Chapter 5 finale. So that's for Stefano and Andrew. They'll be in that game tomorrow and see what's going on, how Chapter 5 in Barovia is going to end. And then we will start a brand new chapter the following week. However, we're going to have a schedule change, actually. We're going to be playing on, let's see, where are we playing? We're playing on Thursdays for the next chapter. So stay tuned. If you'd like to keep up to date with all the schedule things going on, definitely go to Discord. You can see the links down below in the description of this video. We're going to be posting the new schedule there soon, just trying to finalize the days because I think we've talked about this for our group, but we have spring break coming up. And that means that we're going to end up playing a little infrequently. I'm going to try to put something on those weeks. You'll see more to come. But for right now, we're going to take a break from Vecna and Strahd during those 2 weeks for vacation. But we'll have some content will be coming in here. So more to come. Check the links below and like and subscribe. Do all the good YouTube stuff for us. All right. How'd the rest go?
Good. I used up a
Pretty
lot of
good.
hit dice, but I'm feeling top form now.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Dione, what about you?
Yeah, feeling good. 35 in total now, so much better.
Okay, great. What about Canas?
I'm good. I mean, I I was already at full spells, but I do have full hit points.
Okay. And Tim? Anything happen with you?
Both Laurent and I are at full health and down one spell because we both forgot that we can't cast magic and tried to heal last time.
Okay, gotcha.
And it doesn't
All
come
right.
back with a short rest. It's going to be a long rest. So
Fair enough. Okay, so everybody's rested. Everybody's back. Let's see. Irina is at full. I think everybody's at full here. Camilla might have taken some damage, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Nope, she's at full. And Irina is at full. Actually, Irina has the wrong hit points that are written there. Like, so one of the standard token. Obviously, we have her as a. See if I could take these off here, but she's a sidekick, so we don't. Let's see. Okay, I'll figure that out later, but yeah, let's do it. So you take the short rest. You still look out the window. You can see those wolves have camped out. Again, there's 6 wolves in wolf form, and they are camping out just at the end of the causeway, just over 300 feet away from the island. So, what's the plan?
Are we going to try and break out, or are we going to wait for Rictavio for at least one day? And if we bust out, where are we going to go?
Well, we want to go to Kresk.
So the plan is bust out, be behind Kresk?
I feel that we want to speak with Rictavio.
I like it here. I'm happy to wait here.
I don't really see any problem with staying here.
Well, we have one day of food.
Of course,
I thought we have 7 days. I thought from the supplies
for one person.
For one person.
But there's 8 of us.
Oh.
And then, like, if Rictavio comes and encounters a bunch of werewolves, will he survive that encounter? Like, something I'm curious about. And then if we leave the tower and somehow evade the werewolves, would we not be hunted through the woods the entire time?
If you remember, Rictavio was able to ward off several vampires and Strahd himself. I don't think this pack would be much against him, which is why I want to speak with him.
So are we willing to wait the 24 hours that we are able to wait here without starting to starve?
I think the question is, do you think that this werewolf is going to be good on his promise to bring back his entire pack?
Well, he did leave his friends here.
Then yeah, I think he's definitely going to come back. And whether he comes back with his full pack or not, like, if we're going to leave, we're going to leave now.
Then they're specifically after Yevgeny. What if?
We're not giving Yevgeny up.
Of course.
That may be a werewolf thing to do, but Gwaindire, we do not abandon our friends.
What about Camilla? She's not really
Sorry,
our
I forgot
friend.
we were in character.
I don't think they want Camilla, and we're not giving up Camilla.
I just don't think we should rule it out, you know?
That was funny.
I still think we should reinforce the scaffolding.
You are a carpenter.
But then again, what are they going to do? Try to climb up the tower and get blasted by lightning? What is the problem? I mean, the problem is them just staking us out.
The problem is they come back with, say, 20 werewolves, and we are here. Nobody comes. We're out of food. We're out of water. We're in a bad situation. That's
Then we
the
have to
worst
eat Camilla.
thing from waiting. Guess what? She is. It's all skin and bones.
What? How dare you?
I'm just joking, Camilla.
I'm
And then
I am not skin and bones.
if we go now, it'll be a fight between us and these werewolves. There will be 6.
I think that solves it. Let's try and bust down now then. Now is our best opportunity to leave.
Well, now is the least element of risk, but Rictavio may come.
I'm concerned that we will have come here for naught.
We can leave a note for him. We were here. You weren't. We'll meet you in Kresk.
Yes.
XO.
That's a great idea, Laurent. Irina says, I'll start penning it now. And she goes to the table and pulls out the parchment and begins to write.
I want to lean over her shoulder and say, make sure you sign it XOXO. He has to know we were here and care.
Will do. And she's got perfect penmanship, by the way, Irina. Perfect penmanship. Almost calligraphy.
And with that, as soon as she's done, we should leave while the other werewolves aren't here. Because if they come back with a full pack, we're not gonna be able to leave.
I still think we could find a way to pick them off one by one, and they wouldn't even be able to reach us.
Yen is the only one who has any ranged weapon.
Eldritch
Danny
Blast.
shuffles around in her pack. I do have a crossbow. She takes out a crossbow.
Are the werewolves within range?
No,
They don't
but
have to come
Well,
within range.
they're not within range yet, but
Why would they not
if we could find some sort of way for me to use my magic, that is endless.
It is endless, but why would they come within range? They just merely need to wait until we are starved.
If you choose to leave, you can get out of the field, you know?
Yeah, we just on our way out we can use magic too. I think our best option is like write the note and Kresk.
Yevgeny says, I think you're right. It may be best to leave now while there's only 6. You there, girl and woman. You stay in the back. Pointing at Camilla and Irina.
My armor will lead the front.
Irina's like, I will stay in the front next to my friends. She takes out her... I think she has a silvered sword, does she not?
Yeah.
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 Mm.
How
Yevgeny
many
is like,
silver
whoa.
items do we have, by the way?
Irina has a silvered short sword.
And Evgeny's got the 12 or 20 bolts.
Who's got the
Yevgeny's
dagger?
got a crossbow. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Who's got
I
the
also-
silver dagger?
I gave it back to you, right?
I don't know.
Med-
I would give it to Camilla.
Okay.
Camilla, yeah, Camilla can use it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The one from
I
Madame
also
Vermeer.
Oh, sorry. I also remember at some point picking up like silver cutlery from a table in a house.
Well,
Yes.
I,
Yeah.
I
The
did, I
Walker
did that.
House?
I did that in
Yeah.
a different campaign.
Oh, nice. I will take out like a silver butter knife. Hand one to Laurent. It is better than nothing.
Yeah. It would do a point of damage because it's not actually meant to be a weapon, but it would be 1 point that does not get reduced.
Brilliant.
Something
Well,
silver.
Irina, how goes the note? Are you all set there, kiddo?
Just finished. She like dots the last period.
Did you just
Oh,
call
wait.
her kiddo?
Wait a second.
did.
And she XO.
Ah, perfect. Thank you, Irina. Let's tuck that into this desk here with this head. Perfect. And I'll tap it all down together.
Yes, you-
Close up the trunk. And let's get out of here.
Okay. All right. Let's move us down. I'll move us down to the map areas just so it's easier to see.
Let's move stealthily. Perhaps we can surprise them.
I don't even know what the note said.
Well, it said XOXO.
The note said that she wrote, Rictavio. The heroes from Vallaki have arrived, hoping to meet your get your acquaintance. You were not here, so we had to leave. A pack of werewolves chased us down. We hope to be back, but if not, meet us in Kresk. XOXO. And she'll sign it Irina Kolyana and friends.
Great.
The Grayscale Gang.
All
No,
right.
she wouldn't sign
what
it that,
is-
but yeah.
What is the plan? I have a few things that I'd like to do. However, now that we're all going to be outside, I do not think that summoning this creature would be to our advantage.
Like to kick down the door and do it Matrix style, where we go out guns blazing.
I would like to attack from the scaffolding, if possible.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what. I will go down to the bottom floor with Irina and Camilla and anyone else who wants to walk out, and then Canas can go to the second or third floor where the scaffolding is, and from the top, and then join us on the way out.
The issue is that the scaffolding is actually on the backside, away from the causeway. So like, you might be able to see it a little bit, but like your tokens are down here now. You can see. I'll switch us over to Roll20 view again. So like here is, let's see, I'll move everybody here. All right, so I moved you down to the bottom level.
Then,
yeah,
I have another plan. Then
there's the scaffolding right there.
I would like to. What? It's on the left side.
Yeah, like you can see it. It's if you move your token here.
Where the heck is the causeway?
Directly
the causeway
to the south.
is to the southeast this
I
way.
see. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of see the road.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my plan then. Once everyone is outside, I would like to cast a wave of darkness by the door. Should we need to re-enter the building, myself and Yune are able to see through this darkness and can usher you guys inside. This darkness will afford me certain benefits when attacking the creatures.
Who of us has weapons of range?
Yevgeny?
I hold up a crossbow.
Let us get within range of them and start with firing, because they have no range weapons.
Gotcha.
Try and goad them onto us. We can slowly retreat while firing.
Yevgeny will look to Dione and say, "Here, take these." He has 10 crossbow bolts in his hand, and he says, "The foul beast won't see this coming, stupid werewolf." And he offers it to you.
My eye twitches. I growl under my breath, but I take the bolts.
Yeah. I mean, silver doesn't hurt. It's not like sears you to the touch, but it feels awful to you. Like, but even just touching it has a like a negative, almost like a tactile sense to it.
Yeah. So it's unpleasant. But also I'm growling because I just find his whole demeanor distasteful in this moment.
He laughs even more. He's, "They won't see it coming."
Remember, Rufus, they'll be upon us sooner than you think. So
Well,
if you do not want to meet them in close range, we will usher you inside.
No, I will defend the party.
All right.
Maybe I should go out in front with the armor, but then you will not be able to get a clear shot. That was my thinking. Let us
I'm
go
happy to stand behind you and shoot over your shoulder. I don't mind at all, or under your arm. I like that's totally okay with me to stand behind you.
The time for talk has passed.
So the plan is going to be to have some people go out. The smoldering wagon can be used as cover. If you want to shoot from a easier, safer place, you can certainly do that. You can go to the scaffolding, although you'd have limited sight. You will only be able to see if the werewolves kind of like go to this angle. Or you could stay at the doorway once you open it, and that's another option. And then of course, you can use the darkness cover that I think Stefano, you mentioned you can do. How big is that area of darkness?
I think it's 20 feet.
Radius or diameter?
I'm gonna double check.
Okay, because I was gonna say if it's 20 feet radius, then that's gonna be big.
It's a 15-foot radius.
So 30 feet basically from the door, 15 feet out. So it would cover the wagon actually. It would be 5, 10, 50. Yeah, it would cover most of the wagon. We'd probably create a line kind of like this. Yeah, it's 30 feet basically. So it's like this. So this would be the area. If you centered it on the door, it would cover most of the wagon itself.
Can you see out from this darkness when you're in it?
I can, and Yune can.
You should stay there and use your ranged weapons from within it.
Well, I can't do it from within because I can't cast magic. That's the problem.
And what is
Yes.
what is the advantage of this?
In fact, I would say that actually, is this magic field the darkness spell or no?
It is.
So then it would be dispelled if you cast it on the door.
Well, that's why I would step out.
You'd cast it like here?
Well, again, now I'm thinking about the location. I might even cast it. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, you'd have to cast it this way.
Like, even if I cast it from, like, here.
Yeah, because anti-magic field says that... well, actually, it's just the things that come in, right? So I guess the part of the spell that comes in, it says the area of a spell or magical effect such as fireball can extend into the sphere. If the sphere overlaps the part, then the area that is covered by the sphere is suppressed. So it basically just means that it would be, it would cut off though. Yeah.
Right. So I could even cast it from like here. The wagon would still be undone. Or
Not
open.
touched. Yeah. Like this.
Not
yeah.
touched. And
you could do that.
I could tell the party that the darkness is going to extend towards the wagon. So if you feel the need to run into it, the door is right there.
Okay.
And I, again, could help usher them in.
Okay. So I'm basically putting the circle there. You can all see the circle, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this
Right.
pink circle, it would be the area of the darkness, and it just wouldn't permeate 5 feet within. So it would be, this square would be free, and I'll draw that as well. I'll just draw something in there so you could see where it would be free. Plans coming together, though. I like this.
Before we go out, I start to speak. Friends, we will survive this day. We are fated to survive this day. These werewolves will go down. And you will get 8 hit points, temporary hit points.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
8 temporary. What about the NPCs? Do they get it?
Yeah.
How many
Well,
can get it?
how many people get it? I think
Well,
it's isn't it 6?
Let me just check. I think it's 6, yeah.
So
gets it,
Irina?
and Yevgeny.
So if it's 5 of you and Irina, that'd be 6, right?
No, it's 4 of us.
4 of
Irina
us.
That's
and
4.
Yevgeny.
There's 4 of you, yes. So not
Yeah.
Camilla.
No.
Wow. Okay.
No, but that's not my fault. That's just because she's a bit scared. She's harder to inspire at this juncture.
Oh, it's her. It's her fault.
It's not me. It's her.
Gotcha.
We should just
Okay.
sacrifice her.
She's gonna go down in 1 second anyway.
God, I hope so.
She'll be
No.
He said, laughing.
All right,
We'll
let's
bring
do
her
it.
back.
Why don't we just roll? Do you want to roll a new initiative? I know that the initiative wasn't
Well, I
great
got
for all
4,
of you.
so yes.
I would also love to roll a new initiative.
Let's do it. Roll a new initiative.
Ah, much better.
perfect.
19.
4. Nat 1.
19 for Rufus.
Hmm.
What did you get, Stefano? You said a nat 1?
I did.
Okay. What about Dione?
21.
Nice. 21 for Dione. Laurent?
17 for Laurent.
Okay. And then our
I have
friends.
I have a question though. Are we able to get a bit of a jump on them, positioning ourselves because they wouldn't notice that we're leaving?
100%. You can position yourselves, and then we'll roll initiative once you start attacking.
Okay.
If you want to do this like as a hidden thing, and you want to like slowly, like one at a time, go out the door, we have to make stealth checks, see if they don't notice that you're moving. But other than that, yeah. All right. So Irina actually is going to go first with a 22. No, a 20. No, she's a 21 as well. So I would say, Dione, you can go before her.
Okay.
And then we've got
Wait, so
Rufus at 19, Laurent at 17, Canas at 1. We've got Yevgeny at 14. And Camilla at 8. Okay. All right, so Dione, it will start with you. Would you like to sneak out of the door?
Yeah, and actually, before I do, I imagine I'm gonna pass by Yevgeny, or like I know what Yevgeny smells like at this point, I assume, as a werewolf who has been around this man who lives in the wild, or in the wilderness. So, since I'm familiar with his scent, can I use prestidigitation to recreate his scent? Would that be a thing that I can do?
Yeah.
Sweet. And then, like, it lasts for an hour, I believe. Okay.
Is this a bad idea?
What?
Fighting?
This
Who
is a bad
knows?
idea. I got a bad feeling.
It's like Star Wars. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, but an actual bad feeling.
It's a trap. Okay. Well, I'll sneak out, but before I do, I'm just gonna like run over. I'm gonna scooch over to the side wall and like leave as strong of a scent of Yevgeny as I can on the outside wall of the tower, kind of away from the direction we're heading in. Kind of like trying to act as an olfactory decoy.
So are you leaving the tower, though? Because you can't technically cast prestidigitation to get out of the magic field.
Right.
But you can. You can do that once you get outside. I'm going to put everybody inside just so we don't forget. The door is open. I think you can all move out. So you can move your tokens when you'd like to. So why don't you do that? Move your token where you'd like to be.
Or maybe we just shoot them from the windows.
Go ahead. Give me a stealth. Give me a-
Why aren't some of us shooting through the windows?
I'm gonna do it from
Like,
outside.
I
not
don't
gonna lie.
understand. I don't understand why the crossbow people aren't shooting through the windows.
Yeah,
You could.
With my spells, I'm happy to
Pro-
stand outside.
Crossbow gang, shoot through the windows.
Okay, so you want Yevgeny
okay.
and Dione to be on like the second floor shooting?
Yeah. What's the range on a crossbow? 150 feet?
I think so.
I have a hand crossbow, so it's 120. I believe.
I mean, you could wait till they get closer and then you would shoot.
But it is 120 to 40, right? So you could at least take your first hit at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I mean,
Okay.
I mean, again, if you want to attack in melee, that would be a different story.
Mm.
Like, because you might be stronger in melee. I don't know if that's actually the case.
Yeah, I definitely am. But at least for now, we can start at range. Fine. Okay. Okay, so I'll save my prestidigitation and start with my crossbow then.
Okay, so you'd ready in action because they're outside
Yes.
of the max range, but as soon as they move, they will be within your
Yes.
disadvantaged range.
As soon as they come into range, I'm gonna fire off
Gotcha.
a shot with the silvered crossbow.
Gotcha. And actually, I'm looking. A light crossbow for Yevgeny is actually 320 is the the long, 80 is the short. Is yours 120 the max, or is it a?
Yeah, 120 is the max for mine.
Oh, okay. So actually, Dione, you will have to wait till they get close enough. Whereas
Right.
Yevgeny could take shots at disadvantage from right now. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to move you and Yevgeny off of the map here. I'm going to put you just behind. Like, I'm going to move you and him, like, just up to the top right here. That you would just represent that you're in the second floor. All right?
Sounds good.
And then we'll have the rest of the order go. So if anybody want to do something before we start the initiative, you can do it. So, like, Canas, did you want to get outside? Laurent, did you want to get outside?
I'm outside. I move myself outside. I'm good.
Okay, give me stealth checks for everybody moving outside. And Camilla will use the wagon as cover. So will Irina, and I'll make stealth checks for them.
I'm going outside as well.
Okay.
I'm not very stealthy with a 5.
I'm slightly more stealthy with a 7.
There we go.
Okay. Irina is not good. She rolls a nat 1. Camilla is very high. She rolls a 24. So Camilla passes, but I think she's the only one. So you definitely alert the werewolves when you open the door. They see you. They're, they can see and smell you. So they start to like howl and start to move. On their turn, they'll move, but they are getting ready to jump into action here. And we'll roll initiative. And we've got the initiative 21 Dione, Irina at a 21 as well, Rufus at 19, Laurent at 17, Yevgeny at 14, Camilla at 8, and Canas at 1. Or maybe a little more than 1, but like 3 or 4.
Does the armor act with me?
Yes, you can control it on your turn. It's
Okay.
It doesn't say that it requires it follows your commands, it says. It doesn't say it requires like a bonus action or something like that. I'd say you can probably just give it a simple like, quick 1-2 word, direction like attack or follow me, move, things like that, and it would be for free.
Yep.
All right. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to move the armor with you. And actually, I'll just give you I'll just let you use it, okay, Rufus? I'll give it to you.
Yep.
I'll let you control the token. Okay. All right.
I'm going to position it here, so they have to go past it to get to us.
Gotcha. Okay, great. So there's the suit of armor. It's kind of like bait. Yune's high in the sky, and we'll go to the top of the order here. So, Dione, you're waiting. If they come within your range, you'll fire. Irina goes, and she has nothing to do, so she's going to stay there with her short sword that is silvered. It would be Laurent and then Yevgeny.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on the closest, whichever wolf is leading the pack right now.
There's no leader. That leader left, but there's the closest wolf, sure.
Yeah. Does a 14 hit?
A 14?
Yeah.
It does hit.
Oh boy, that's a 4 damage.
Okay, great. And Eldritch Blast is within range?
It's 120 feet, so I imagine so.
They are not. They're 300 feet away.
Oh, then definitely not within range. Okay. Change direction.
Is that the
then,
max range, or is that the standard range?
That's the maximum range for it.
They're out
It's
of reach.
120
Yeah.
feet. Can I use my action to pull out one of my cards, and it pulls out the Dark Lord card, and I can up a melee attack. So I'm going to cast it on... Can I cast on the knight? Does that work? The suit of armor?
Does it have to be a creature?
I'm going to double check that now. I don't think it says, but...
It doesn't satisfy the rules, I think, for like
you
a
can
humanoid.
use one action on one creature. Okay, so Rufus also uses melee attacks. So for 1 minute, he gets to add force damage equal to a bardic inspiration die to all of his melee attacks.
Okay, so Rufus is going to get this card.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, Rufus, note that down. Make sure you use it, and then we'll go to... Who's next here? It would be the wolves, actually. They get to move. They got a 15. So they're going to go before Yevgeny, which is fine. Yevgeny still has range on them. So they'll start to move, and they'll double move 80 feet towards you, which puts them at about 220. And Yevgeny will go next, and I'll roll for Yevgeny. He's got his crossbow with disadvantage, so we'll roll twice. And unfortunately, the disadvantage is going to waste one of the shots, and he's like, "Drats, another silver bullet gone." And then we'll go to Camilla. She'll wait. Canas, it's your turn.
Great. I will cast darkness on myself.
Correct. And that'll go off. And again, similar like we discussed, it's not going to permeate that 5-foot line, that pink line that I drew on the, well, I guess you can't see it, but that line that's kind of doing the 5 feet outline, this one right here, the viewers can't see the color difference, but this line right here is our anti-magic field line, so it just doesn't permeate there. All right.
Oh, okay,
Anything
I
else
see.
from you?
I'm going to have Yune kind of move into the darkness, but still up in the air.
Okay, how high do you want Yune
maybe
to be?
above me.
How high do you want Yune to be?
If it's 15 feet, let's say 10 feet up in the air.
Okay, Yune's within the bubble.
Maybe even the full 15. Call it a 14 feet up in the air.
Okay.
In the
That's fine.
range of the darkness, but still in it.
Good to go. Okay, now we go to top of the order again. It would be Dione, still not within range, although they're close. You'll be out of range right now. Do you want to do something in the meantime?
I mean, I'm still waiting, but I also want to mutter to Yevgeny because I see how he's got the bloodlust, I imagine. So Dione is gonna say, ugh, and try not to enjoy this too much. Okay? We are defending ourselves, not playing a sport.
Yes,
And
but
then
I will get the heads to mount afterwards.
Ugh, your bloodlust distracts you.
He's like reloading, and he goes, I don't tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me how to do mine. And he keeps doing the reloading of the crossbow.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so
Dione
both
at
you
that
are-
point just stays silent and continues staring down her sights.
Yeah, fair enough. And as soon as something comes into range, I'll let you know.
Mhm.
Rufus, do you have anything to do, or are you waiting?
I'm gonna roll. I have to roll a check, right, Bob?
4?
I'm not looking good, you know. I'm starting to sweat.
Oh yeah, that's
Usually.
true. That's true. And that's not going to be good, is it?
I get a 5.
That's not going to cut it, Rufus. So yeah,
What did I need to pass the check?
I'll tell you right now. I'm just actually bringing up your. It just slipped my mind here, but I'm gonna. I got to bring it up. I think you needed at least 11 or 12 or something like that for this one, though. Do you have a inspiration you want to use?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. I get to add my wisdom modifier.
And your paladin aura.
Right, so that's +6. So the second one is a 12.
A 12?
Mhm.
Exactly?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you still fail. Yeah. the hit dice, so it's not to give too much of this mechanics here, but getting too much into the mechanics, but it is going to be a 13 is the actual number. I was looking for it when I told you it's probably going to be at least 11 or 12. It's actually 13. It's 13. So what this means that you'll suffer. Sorry, go ahead.
-2 to hit.
Yeah, you're going to have
-2
-2
to
to all
hit.
your attack rolls and ability checks while in sight of the source of fear. Exactly. You didn't fail by much, so if you kept the 5, it would have been way worse. So yeah, it's totally okay. You're good with this, right?
I have to do something else. I pull out the Burgomaster's sword and I say, Gawain, Lord, protect me.
Mm.
In my hour of need, and the sword starts to glow. Becomes a
Excellent.
magic weapon.
Excellent. Okay, good. That'll work. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. We go to Laurent.
Could I cast heat metal on the suit of armor?
Yes. Why?
So that when it attacks the wolves, it'll be like a lightsaber through hot butter.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So if they touch it, it might have an adverse reaction. Sure.
Yeah, and because it's not like a body in the suit of armor, I'm not worried about hurting anyone inside of it.
Okay, I'll allow it.
So for the next minute, it is 2d8 fire damage to anyone who comes in contact with the sword of the suit of armor in particular. Or
Okay.
I guess it doesn't have a sword. It's fist. Anything that touches the suit of honor, 2d8 fire damage.
I like it. We'll keep it. Yeah. And it's a bonus action to keep it going, right?
No, it just stays for a minute. It's concentration, but it
Yeah, but you can use it to cause the damage again. That's what it says.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
yeah,
it would.
yeah. Yep. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your associate concerns to cause this damage again.
But I do think that would probably be if it was on the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. But I'm still cool with this. The 2d8 fire damage will still apply.
Thank you.
Okay. Great. Excellent. All right. So now we go to the wolves. They're gonna double move again. Dione will say you're there within your Range at this point, you can do your one attack,
Neat.
and I'll do Yevgeny's, and then we'll go to Canas after Yevgeny.
Okay. So that's a 21 to hit.
With disadvantage, though. Just remember, you're still at your longer range.
Right. Okay, then a 16 to hit.
That still hits, and Yevgeny misses, so you got the the edge on him.
Okay, nice. I did do a damage roll, but I can.
No, keep it,
Well, I
keep
don't
it,
know
keep it. Yeah,
why.
it's fine.
That does
So,
not make sense.
It would be 5, just the 5, because you don't have sneak attack on this yet.
Oh, right. Yes.
Hmm.
That's why sneak attack. Okay.
But I'll
yes,
take the 5 off, and it obviously the silvered crossbow bolt does cut through the resistance, so you're good to go. Anything else from you? I think that's it, right?
Okay. And then after that, I'll once again I'll mutter to Yevgeny. Have you ever considered that perhaps not all werewolves deserve to die? You know, some of them, they fight for their own survival, just like us right now.
He's like,
You're
I have
saying?
never thought that.
Perhaps it would not hurt you to do some more thinking.
Fair enough, and he's
Pass.
reloading because he actually missed his shot again. That's a second bolt he's wasted so far. All right, I'm just giving all these werewolves different symbols. The symbols are just going to represent their different, whatever they are. So I'm just going to give them different ones so you can tell them apart. But that's it. They moved. They got closer, and they'll be kind of like in their spot where they're at on the map, actually, after next round. So I'm going to leave their tokens there for now. We'll go to Canas.
Okay. How far away are they?
They're still over 120 feet away, but they're going to be there in one round. They'll be here in one round.
They're over 120 feet away.
From you, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I am going to ready a Eldritch Blast for when they get within my range.
Perfect. Excellent. And then we'll go to top of the order. It'll be Dione, you're going to shoot?
Yes.
Correct? Yep. Okay,
Okay.
good.
Again with disadvantage, or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're still farther away. Unless you want to wait till they get within your range. That you could do.
oh.
They could get within your range in the next move. So you would be like, in mid-turn again.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll do that. I'll just wait, ready up in
Okay.
action.
Yevgeny will do his, though, because he's actually got the 150 with his crossbow. But
Before
we'll do that
he
when he
shoots,
gets
I'll
there.
say, okay, if you are as skilled as you claim, then prove it. End this quickly.
I'll roll his. Actually, you know what? I'm going to roll his right now, Laurent. I'm skipping your turn. I'm going right to him.
That's totally fine. Please, yeah, do it.
15. He hits. No, actually, he doesn't have it. He has 25 because he doesn't have disadvantage anymore. So he hits. Yay, Yevgeny. All right. So for a total of, let's see, big money. Did it come up? Oh, a nat 1. Oh my God, Yevgeny.
He's killing it. Come on, Evgeny.
It's going to be 4, but it cuts through the resistance, so that's solid. So that one has taken a few already. Laurent, it's your turn, and then we'll go. Sorry, Rufus, it's your turn, and then Laurent.
I'm going to hold
Okay.
the action guide until they get if they move closer.
Fair
to
enough. Fair enough. And then
Me. So when they
Laurent, it's your
appear
turn.
where they are on the map, I'll fire a guiding
Okay.
bolt.
Okay, great. Yeah, we could ready a guiding bolt if you'd like.
I'll
Alright,
do the
and
same thing
then-
with an Eldritch Blast. Two Eldritch Blasts.
Okay,
When
great.
they're in
Then
120 feet. Right.
that's the wolves. They will land here after their next move, and all your readied actions go off. So let's go in order. Canas, you go first.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Dione goes first. No, Canas goes first. Then Dione.
So I do have triple advantage because of Elven accuracy.
Cool.
So I'm going to do 2 blasts on one, let's say the closest one, and then 1 blast on the second closest one.
You get 3 blasts at this level.
Oh wait, no, I only have 2.
Yeah.
Darn it. Sorry, that flare has 3. That's why I got confused.
No worries.
All right, so you know what? I'm just gonna do 2 blasts on the same one.
Go for it.
So first attack. So far, it's a 17,
That'll hit.
but just in case, it's a crit. All right, 17.
17 damage or 17?
No, damage is 7.
Okay, not all of it goes through. The resistance kicks in. I shouldn't say resistance. It is a reduction
To force damage? Jeez, man.
to all damage. Yeah, this is how we're doing lycanthropes in the world here, and Dione has been the one who's been benefiting from it mostly, but now the enemies
Okay.
are. If it's not silvered, you know what I mean?
Second is so far it's a 15.
Okay.
Now it's a 24.
Okay, that hits.
And that'll do 12 force damage reduced.
Okay, great. All right, a lot of damage goes through here. The first one looks like it's taken a few hits here. It is not yet bloodied. But we'll go to next in the order would be Dione. Your attack goes off.
Sweet. Okay. So just a regular attack.
And that'll hit.
Sweet.
The 15 hits.
Okay. It keeps adding sneak attack, I think.
That's okay. We'll take the regular 7, and that, of course, all goes through because it's silvered.
Okay.
And that will bloody the creature.
Sweet.
And then we go to Guiding Bolt from Rufus.
Right, here it goes.
And Laurent, you can do your Eldritch Blast as well.
It's a 14 to hit,
That hits.
I guess. So I get -2 now, right? But
Oh, -2 becomes a 12.
right.
That will miss. Rufus.
Oh, I'm too scared.
You're scared, Rufus. Do you want to use a inspiration point?
No.
Okay,
I don't get the plus D4. That's the damage, the D4, right, Laurent?
correct. It's you mean guide the skill?
No, he gave me the doofer card or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's a bardic inspiration for damage. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, for damage, right? Yeah. Does anybody have bardic inspiration right now, like the standard one, Laurent?
No, but they're going to as soon as I do this action first.
Okay.
They will very shortly.
All right, that's a shame. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm the worst bard ever, like the worst cleric. I don't heal people or use bardic inspiration. That'd be silly. The first one's a 23 for the first Eldritch Blast. Just on the wolf, whichever is like leading the pack in front of him.
Yep.
And it does 4 force damage reduced, and then a 12 doesn't hit, right?
12 does not hit.
Okay. So one of them hits for exactly 4 force damage reduced.
I took it.
And then I would like to use a bardic inspiration on our boy Rufus.
Okay, so Rufus, you can actually use regular bardic inspiration. It's a D8, correct?
It is a D8.
So in future,
That's to
if
hit.
you want to hit, yeah, in the future, you can use that to add to an attack roll.
After I roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, great. And then the werewolves end their turn there, so we jump down to, it would be Yevgeny, I rolled ahead of time, Camilla, and then Canas. So Camilla's going to run into battle here.
Oh my god. What the hell are you doing?
Good.
She's like, don't worry,
sorry,
I've
Bob.
got it.
Bob, can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Just because I feel like we haven't really run into this. Is our rule that the lycanthropes are not immune to non-magical and silver damage, but they subtract their proficiency bonus for damage?
Well, I don't
That's
want to
what I
give
have
away
written-
the I
That's
don't want
what
to give
have
away
written
the
down.
I don't want to give away the entire mechanic here, but no, correct. We're not using their normal like things that they do. I've got our own little thing. So yeah, you've noticed that damage like you just hit them with goes through. You've seen certainly werewolves get hit by things like Dione, and she got hurt by them. So no, like it's not autoimmune to everything. So you could figure out close to something like you might be thinking.
Okay.
But Camilla's going to go, and she's going to swing her short sword, and she's going to hit this creature. And the short sword is the dagger, is silvered, so she's going to be able to get her damage fully on this. She rolls a 1, however, she still adds her dex to it. That'll all go through. She's going to use her bonus action to disengage and then move behind the suit of armor. She has roguish abilities. So she goes back behind the armor. And then we go to Canas.
Great. Oh, there's the armor. All right, I'm going to attack the same one that I attacked before.
Okay, great. I like this little darkness bunker you've got.
Yeah. I like it too. I've been trying to use it for a while, but we've been in such close quarters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Eldritch Blast. First attack is... So far, it's a 19.
19.
What's a 26? Doesn't make a difference.
Still hit.
That will do 10 force damage. Reduced.
Nice.
And second blast. So far, it's a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a crit.
Nat 20. Nice.
Cool. All right. So I'm still going to go after that guy that looks not bloodied, you said, but hurt.
He's bloodied now. Mm-hmm. I
Oh,
got the
great.
little.
Let's get rid of him.
You see the
Maybe.
red dot, right?
All right. So that is
21?
20.
20.
Reduced, though.
Reduced. Kills him.
Let's go.
The werewolf, you hit him like right in the chest with that last blast, and of course he's got all the damage and the scarring from the dagger, the bolts, and everything that was silvered. You can see that seared through his flesh pretty nicely, and he whimpers with a cry. Dione, it might hurt your heart to hear it, but he slams to the floor and is, you know, he basically converts back to humanoid form, but he's dead on the floor. All right, and then we
Take
go
him
to.
out. One is dead.
Now, what is the distance that they are right now?
They're exactly where they are on the map.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm going to have Yune move out to here.
Mhm.
Still in the air, but still invisible.
Ooh, okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. No problems. All right, now we go to top of the order, Dione, Irina, Rufus.
Yeah, all right. I'll just keep shooting my crossbow. At the next one in
Mhm.
line, I guess.
Sure.
But it looks like I miss with a 10.
10 will miss, yeah.
All right, I'm shook. I saw that one go down. Yes, I'm shook, and I will say, Yevgeny, look, you see monsters, but the truth, they are creatures just as desperate as we are. It's funny, a little perspective can change everything.
Another dead werewolf is good. And then he's gonna... No, he doesn't go yet. But he's ready to shoot. As he, again, callously talks about these werewolves like they're non-human. We'll go to Irina. She's gonna jump down and swing her short sword, which is silvered. Good thing you got some of these silvered weapons. Well, we got one in the Amber Temple, right? One was Madame Fromaire's. Yeah. All right, so she misses,
I thought
unfortunately.
the poison weapon. Wasn't that like a poison dagger?
Yeah, that
I
was the
don't
dagger
remember.
we got. Didn't we get one from Rictavio? We stole it out of his wagon.
Oh, yeah. That's where it was from. The short sword, I think, right?
I think we have
Right,
like
yeah.
a ton of silver stuff.
She misses, unfortunately. She swings and, it's her first attack on these creatures. They're in this, wolf form, so it's not a typical foe. She swings wide, and she's like, I think I need help. And then we'll go to Rufus.
So the arm clanks forward, protecting Irina to there.
Okay.
And it wants to attack this one here.
All right, let's do it.
You'll
It's
have
got
to
a...
roll for me.
Yeah, I'll roll for you, actually, because I got it up right here. Yeah, it's basically not that great, but it's going to be a little more because of the fire damage that you've given it to it. Let's see. All right, here it is. All right, so let's see. To hit, it's going to get a total of 6. It swings its bulky armor, but the wolf dodges out of the way. It does get 2 attacks, though. Second one. A 12, which, again, we know misses.
And
but
I'm going to
it
go the other
nearly
side
misses.
of Irina. Yep.
Okay. All right, Rufus, it's your turn.
I'm going to do my attacks. First attack. With the Burgomaster's longsword, which is now magical.
Mhm.
So I'm going to subtract 1 from my roll.
Okay, great.
So the first one hits on a 21.
Yes, it does.
It does. What's that? It does 9. Plus 1, so 10.
Mhm.
Plus 1 for magical makes it 10.
Mhm.
And plus a d4 makes it a total of 12 magical slashing damage.
Sweet, that'll
The
work.
Burgomaster sword.
Okay, great.
I'm
And you
gonna
notice the
smite that as
Burgomaster's
well.
sword actually cuts through their resistance as well.
Ah, excellent. And then I'll smite that.
Oh, you're
Do
going to
a
add
level
smite.
2 smite, which is
Oh, yeah.
which is 3d8, right? Level 2 smite.
Yep, 3d8. Oh,
So 20 smite damage.
what a smite. 20 on 3d8. Andrew, that's a
Take
great
that,
roll.
you foul beast.
That one's bloodied as well. All right.
And then
Laurent. Oh, sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to
Rufus, you
follow
have
up
something?
with while I get my second. I'm not done with it yet.
Oh, that's right. You have 2 attacks. Yeah.
Well, I say, take this werewolf scum. I'm really mad. I'm sweating. A 15, a 14,
That'll hit. 14 will hit.
and what's that? So 11 plus 1 is 12, plus 12 is 14 damage.
Sweet. Wow. You've almost taken this thing out yourself. Incredible. Nice job.
Well,
Oh, you're considering smiting again.
I'm not done yet. I'm
Yeah.
smiting again. I want to. They need to die quickly,
Oh, I love this.
otherwise we're in real trouble. 9,
Okay.
just 9 smite damage.
9 more. The thing is still hanging on by a thread. Let's see if Laurent can finish the job.
They don't take.
Finish it. Finish
They
it.
don't take
Laurent.
They don't take extra D8.
They don't, because they're not
not
undead,
undead.
fiends,
Okay.
or
Right.
yeah,
or
yeah.
undead
Mhm.
or fiends. Okay.
Can I cast Dissonant Whispers on it?
Sure. On the one that was just attacked.
The one that Rufus is going to town on, yeah. It's going to be
Sure.
a Wisdom
What's-
saving throw of 15 for it.
It fails.
I don't know.
No,
How it
I'm so
does.
sorry. I'm sorry, Laurent. I was looking at the rolls I had for before. It was Rufus's rolls, the 8 and the 1. I had a 19 on the die. I apologize. So
Oh,
we'll
that means
pass.
it's-
But
Takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away from me. So
Yeah,
it's going to
so-
take 9 damage.
that's great because it had 3 left. Even with its resistance, the psychic damage will go through. Yeah.
That's my follow-up question. Is it resistance to psychic and spiritual damage also, or just any kind of physical, or all damage across the board?
Yeah. So because the way we're doing it is werewolves are
Across
immune
the
to
board.
everything unless it's silvered. Exactly. Not immune. Excuse me.
Yep.
Having the damage reduction to everything unless it's silvered. Exactly.
Oh, okay. So
Mhm.
I see. Okay.
Got it.
It's kind of like having
that's-
the heavy weapon master feat that gives you
Yeah.
like a damage reduction
Yeah.
to every
yeah,
attack.
Yeah.
It's more like that, and I think that is more useful than some things just you don't get it against at all, and it feels like not that powerful. So
No, it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's it for my turn. But if they get closer, I've got something ready.
As it dies, Rufus emits a very high-pitched scream. Ah! It sounds a little crazy.
Irina's a little
Will.
turned off by this. I'll be honest with you.
The Wilhelm scream out of Rufus.
I roll
Yeah.
my eyes at Yune, but Yune can see through the darkness, so you.
Only
Alright,
you,
so-
CC. Roll your eyes.
It would be the wolves now, so we're gonna move them. One wolf here is the back is gonna permeate the front line, and it's going to go around, so it's not going to actually get into combat, and it's going to head towards Laurent, who had to peek out of the darkness to fire. Although I think it's technically in the darkness, seeing you in some case, so we'll give you some disadvantage on it, or give that disadvantage on attacking you.
Yeah.
This one will jump in. Okay, we got one on the armor, and this thing is in wolf form, so it's going to do a let's see, bites and claws. So let's see. So one bite is going to miss. Claw will miss with the nat 1. And another claw, I think that still misses this dang thing. Yeah, it misses everything on the armor. Well, that's not good for the creature. But that's okay.
When you
for
say miss, you mean it didn't come into contact, or does it like still take the heat metal damage?
It did not come in contact.
Darn.
Yeah, it tried. Trust me, it tried. It wanted to,
Yeah,
but it did
that's
not
fair.
hit. And then for the other one, we'll do one on 2 on Rufus. So Rufus, here's the bite, and the 2 claws. Looks like you're going to get hit almost every time. What's your armor class?
18.
You're going to get hit every time. Did you have any reactions or things you can do?
I don't think there's anything I can do.
Okay, you are just going to get hit. Yeah, so the claws. Oops, I rolled the wrong dice. I'll add 1 to it. Okay. So for the first claw, you're going to take... it's going to be 7 slashing. Second claw, you're going to take 9 slashing, so a total of 17 slashing. And then the bite is going to be...
That's 16, 7 plus 9.
Did I say it wrong? Sorry. Yeah. And for the bite, it's going to be... bite will be 7 piercing. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Can I
Are
add
you?
the
Oh wait,
bardic inspiration to it?
I think you might be. No, go give me. You can give me the. You can roll the save first, and then decide to use your inspiration
know.
afterwards. That's the way we do it.
19, I think that's probably good.
You succeed. You can sense the curse of lycanthropy coursing through your body, and you repel it. So good job. All right, and then we go to the other creature. There's the second one on you. Bite and 2 claws. We're looking at a misses with the claws, and with the bite, a miss. Nat 1. All right, Rufus, that one was not as good lucky, and you took all of it. All right, let's go to... Let's see, who's next here? We jump down to Yevgeny, and then Camilla, and then Canas. So Yevgeny's easy. We'll do his attack. He hits. Yes, another one. All right, and the total of damage there is going to be 5. So he hits the one
Who did
that's
he hit?
on... Let's go for the one that's to the... would be your left, Rufus, but it's the right on the map. So it's going to be this one. That's to the edge of the map. Yep. Got a more clear shot there. And then it'll be Camilla. She'll run in, and she's going to attack with her dagger. She gets a total of... Let's see here. A total of 18, so she'll hit. She ends up getting a d4 for the dagger and her sneak attack dice, which ends up being a total of 12, and that all goes through because it's a silver dagger. So this one takes 12. Okay, great. All set. Now we go to... And she'll disengage and go back again. We go to Canas, and then top of the order.
Okay. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. First, I'm gonna attack the one on Laurent with Eldritch Blast.
Thank you.
Got a 15 and an 18.
You'll
Reroll
hit.
the 15. Is a 16. All right, that's gonna do 8 force damage.
Sweet.
Second Eldritch Blast. Same one. 23 and a 13. I will Reroll the 13.
Mm-hmm.
Bad. All right, so take the 23.
Yep.
For 12 force damage.
Yep. Perfect. Excellent.
Great. And I just want to make sure I get all of this action economy right. So I'm going to move Yune into the darkness. And I can use my bonus action to have Yune attack this creature.
Okay, I like it.
So I'm going to attack with advantage inside of the darkness, I'm assuming. And also invisible. So first it's a 16 for 4 piercing damage.
Yep.
I guess I'll roll it again just in case it's a crit. It's not. So 16 for 4 piercing damage. But then it has to roll a con save of 15 or take 12 poison.
It passes. Does it
Okay.
take half?
Shoot. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it doesn't take any. But
Okay.
I'll look. I'm gonna look it up when it's not my turn.
You can, look it up. And
Yeah, I didn't have that. I didn't have that open.
Tim, I actually forgot to roll the disadvantage attacks against you. I said I was going to do that and forgot.
Yeah, no worries.
So I just rolled them. I think you're going to be getting hit once.
I have
What's your armor
14
class?
save.
14? Well, then I lied. You're going to get hit twice.
That's okay.
Okay, so luckily for you, though, the bite was the miss, so you won't have to worry about that. But the 2
Nice.
claw attacks, you're going to take... So it's going to be 9 and 9 and 10, so 19 damage.
Oof.
All right?
I'm gonna roll a 2 Constitution saving throws for the concentration.
Yep, go for it.
Good and good. And then can I use a Hellish Rebuke as a reaction?
Definitely.
Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna cast it. We're gonna upcast it at 3rd level and try and just off the face of the earth with this guy.
Mhm.
It's a Dex saving throw of 15 for him.
Okay, great. And that's a 15 on the die, so he's definitely going to succeed.
So he's gonna take half of 23 fire damage.
Nice. So it would be 11?
Yeah, 11.
Okay, plus his reduction. Okay, great. Excellent. And so that's the end of the round here.
Oh,
Dione,
well, I'm sorry. I want to use Yune's action.
go for it.
Yune's
Yune
action
attack?
is going. What?
I thought you said Yune attack, no?
That was with my bonus action.
Wait, I'm confused. Yune doesn't. Yune can do an attack on your bonus action?
I have a special thing called Investment of the Chainmaster, which ups the abilities of my familiar. As a bonus
Got it.
action, you can command the familiar to take the attack action.
Sweet. Okay, so then Yune's action. Go for it.
So Yune's action is going to be to distract the creature to give someone advantage. So I'm giving the help action, I guess.
Awesome. Distract and engaged. And Dione, I know that you go next, but I'm going to pause this here. But if you want to try to attack that werewolf, it's halfway in the darkness, so you would get advantage because of Yune if you tried to attack it, and then if not, it would be it would be so it could be disadvantaged because of the darkness. So just kind of even out. So maybe you don't want to use it on that thing just yet. But we'll decide that probably next time.
Yeah. And
I
I
actually-
guess I'm also curious, like, would Yune count as an ally for sneak attack?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so would anybody else down here on the right. So they're all engaged with somebody at this point.
Mhm.
So,
I
well,
forgot to take my Constitution save for my magical weapon.
okay,
for
do that
taking
now
damage.
before we pause. Yeah, do that now.
How does
Is
it work? I
magic
just take
weapon
a Constitution
concentration though?
It's concentration. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't. Good.
I got 7.
That'll drop actually. So
I get 7.
yeah, remember the
Okay.
sword does cut through the damage reduction anyway. But yeah, you have the -2 to hit. So, all right. So let's pause it here for a second, and I have one last scene to show you. So as you're fighting these wolves and you're right in the thick of it, you see at the edge of the causeway something approaching.
Not more wolves, I hope.
It doesn't look like a wolf. No, in fact, it looks like
It's
someone
Rictavio.
on horseback.
The mountain folk tamed horses? And they have
No.
my hair?
No, not quite either. So instead of what you assumed would be the Rictavio you saw, this bright and cheery old man, this entertainer, he's not arriving. A woman is on the back of the horse. You can see her dark hair, almost like jet black hair, tied behind her, or at least at the very least, the wind is kind of kicking back her hair, and she's rushing to your aid. It seems. She screams out aloud and says, Esmeralda has arrived. And there she is. We'll
I love
pause it here. We'll see you all next week and tune in tomorrow for Vecna, Eve of Ruin. Have a great night, everybody. See you later.
See ya.